Hello and welcome back to Grimm Survival. All of my fellow gremlins, let me know that you can hear me. I'm still messing with microphone settings, so I hope it's loud and clear. Yeah, microphone has been messing up on me a bit, so I'm playing with its settings. Yeah, that's fun. So yeah, just let me know that you can hear me, and then I will get to my Super Bowl bashing, because that's what I'm going to do. We're having a Super Bowl bash here on Grimm Survival, where we bash the Super Bowl pretty much the entire time. So I did not even know that the Super Bowl was playing until somebody told me around 2 p.m. today. I didn't know. I don't know who's playing. I don't care. I don't care at all. Just, I don't care. Today is the Super Bowl, and from what I understand, it's starting right now. At the same time that I'm starting this stream, the Super Bowl is kicking off, I guess. So, let's go over a little bit of information. The average stadium, football stadium in the United States will take up 14 acres or 600,000 square feet. Average. That's average. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. And yeah, I'm kind of curious too if they're wearing masks or plastic shields under their football helmets or whatever, but I'm not going to watch it. Anyway, 14 acres for the average stadium. The average football field, which we have many of those besides just the big stadiums for these big NFL games, but we also have high school football fields, college fields, stadiums, and just various football fields all over the country, multiple of them in every single state, parks, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The average football field is 1.32 acres. This includes end zone to end zone. So that's 57,000 square feet. How much food can you plant on 14 acres? Anybody know? I didn't look up the stats for that. 14 acres is how much one of these stadiums is taking up on average. 14 acres. 1.3 acres for the multitude of fields all across the country. How much food can you plant on 1.3 acres? It's the most insane thing that our country does. They are obsessed. Have you seen some of these people that are obsessed? I've known people like this. I used to have family members that are like this, that just go crazy for this crap every single game, every single year. It's just all they talk about. It's all they think about. They know so much of this information, all these stats and numbers and individual player names and stats for every single player for whatever team they follow. Imagine if you used that knowledge, or if you used your brain for actual knowledge, for learning, I don't know, how much food you can plant in 1.3 acres for the average football field. You can feed 4 people for a year on less than an acre. Exactly. So how many people can you feed for 1.3 acres for a year? That's just insanity. This is going to be loud because the microphone's right next to the clicky keyboard, and I'm about to start typing. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Yahoo Answers say 7,572 high schools have football fields. That's 1 acre, a little over 1 acre per. So we're looking about 10,000 acres roughly for just high school football fields, and that's just high school. It's really hard to get a number on how many there are in the United States because there's too many to count, really. I mean, these things are just covering the landscape. If you've ever seen an aerial view of any state, you can see football fields, and you can see them everywhere. They're just everywhere. And you can plant so much food on that land. Even in the stadiums themselves, especially the ones with the open roof, that they are multiple tiered. They go up, and you could plant stacked boxes all the way up. just, boxes for planting. You could plant so many rows of just whatever crop in all of these stadiums. And most of these stadiums, the vast majority of them, for the majority of the year, are empty and just taking up space. That's all they do. They take up space. They have football games for what, 3 or 4 months, 5 months out of the year. So the majority of the year, they're not even used. Some of these things get used for other sporting events and other conventions and such, but not really anymore, thanks to 2020 and COVID. That's not happening. So what are they doing with all this space? What are they doing with it? It's just sitting there, taking up space. You're telling me they can't put a bunch of raised boxes in there and plant some food in there while they're not using them for most of the summer? Because if I remember correctly, NFL season doesn't kick off until about harvest time anyway. Why aren't they doing this? I mean, some of these things actually have dirt grounds under them, so you could just dig it up and start planting. Oh, yeah, we could go into golf courses as well. We could go into golf courses, NFL, NBA, hockey, every type of arena. In Indianapolis, they have 2 of these things. They have one for football, one for basketball. They have a stadium for minor league baseball. They have the Indy 500 racetrack that takes up a mile all in a big circle. So, the racetrack itself is probably what, I don't know. It's a lot of square miles. I'd have to look it up. It's just insane. And yeah, it did all start with the Roman Coliseum. That's where all this began, way back in that time period where they were actually using these things for more entertaining purposes, like, I don't know, slaughtering each other. That I'd probably watch, just throwing that out there. It would be way more entertaining than watching a bunch of guys slam into each other. And that, are they 6 feet distancing these football players? Like, when the football players line up before they, hike the ball, do they all have to be 6 feet apart now? Are they holding measuring tapes to each other? Are they wearing masks? I was told that you're not even allowed to cheer at the Super Bowl this year. They're only allowing 20,000 people into whatever stadium they're using, which has a capacity of at least 70,000, I think it was. 20,000 people, because they're seating them, 2 or 3 seats apart, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And this is just insanity. It's insanity. Just how much space is being used by these ridiculous buildings that cost so much money for upkeep, cost so much money for, the electric bills, the heating bills, the ones that are enclosed. And they're not even allowed to cheer now. Who would do that? Who would buy a ticket and go to a game where you're told you can't cheer? You have to sit there quietly the whole time. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, golf courses would be a good place to start planting some crops. And yeah, it is very fake. These NFL games, who wins an NFL game? Can anybody tell me? Because the same people win it every single year, and it's not the teams that are playing. The teams are just there to distract the people from what's really going on. But yeah, who really wins? It's the advertising companies, it's the team owners, the people who own the stadium in the city where the games are being held. The taxes and all the money they charge. Yep, the concession stands, all these people. These people are making so much money by all these mindless drones that walk into these stadiums and sit there and watch a bunch of over-steroided, guys bounce off of each other for a couple hours. It's just the most ridiculous thing there ever was. And I tell you, back before I was, woken up by reality, I did watch sports. I watched football. I watched basketball. I'll tell you, the last football game I watched was when Peyton Manning played for the Colts. The last basketball game I watched was when Reggie Miller played for the Pacers. So, yeah, you can just look up the dates on that. It's been a while. These things are ridiculous. They're just taking up so much space, and they're being used for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So a bunch of guys that you just bounce off of each other for a couple hours, and then they go home. And the thing just sits there for another week until they do it again the next week. And then it sits there for the majority of the year until they come back the next year. I mean, how much is the upkeep of these buildings to keep them from, collapsing? There's got to be just an enormous cost for this. And a lot of it comes from tax dollars. Believe it or not, tax money pays for a lot of these stadiums. So these stadiums, some of them were built and paid for by the cities that, they're in. I know in Indianapolis, part of it was paid for by the actual team and the team owner, but the majority of it was paid for by the city and the taxes they take in. So people that live in the city or even in the state are paying for these giant monstrosity buildings to just sit there empty for the majority of the year. We're paying for this. This is where our tax money is going. It's just ridiculous. It's complete. Yes, gray man prepping. I completely agree. It's a distraction for the sheep. The lemmings that file in there. If anybody doesn't know what I'm referring to, I made the lemmings video a while back. It's somewhere on the channel. But yeah, that's what they are. They just follow the one ahead of them right off the cliff. That's all they do. Oh, it looks like he went off the cliff. Let's go off the cliff behind him. Oh, the other one went off the cliff. Let's just go off the cliff too. It looks like fun. I mean, what was the saying that, you know, our parents and grandparents used to say, if your best friend jumped off a bridge, would you jump off too? Yeah, would you? Because a lot of them would. Obviously, they do it every year. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Somebody should just go in there and take these places over. We should just get a bunch of farmers together, get some dump trucks full of dirt, drive through the dang building and dump dirt all over there and just start planting crops. What are they going to do about it? I mean, seriously, what are they going to do? Try to arrest everybody because we're planting crops in the football field? Yeah. If there's more of you than there are of them, they won't do nothing. I mean, how many cities have been taken over in 2020? How many cities? Was it Portland was one of them? I think there was a couple other ones actually, but Portland was the biggest one. They took over a certain area. They didn't take over the right area. They took over the ghetto that they lived in instead of going and taking over something like the local stadium where they could have had some supplies and the ability to plant food and plenty of room. These things are pretty round. They only have a certain amount of entrances. They're easy to secure. You have the high ground if you play snipers up on the top. I mean, yeah, we could really defend one of these buildings if we had to. It really would be possible. I could go on and on and on about how ridiculous these stupid sporting games are, and not just football, but basketball, hockey, all of them. And I know there's some people that like this stuff. I know there are. And they're probably not watching me right now because the game is on. So I'm not worried about angering them. When they see this stream later, they'll probably unsubscribe. I can't believe you don't like football. Delete. Bye. Nope, don't like it. It's the most ridiculous thing there ever was. And people get so involved in it. People actually get angry, have bad days when their team does bad, have a bad week because their team done bad. I mean, this is brainwashing at its best right here. Brainwashing at its best. That's all it is. These people just don't know any better. They've never realized that this isn't about a game. It's about how much money they can get from the people watching the game. That's all it is. It's just the most ridiculous thing. And for the next week, all the mainstream media will be talking about it. All the, the whatever channels, ESPN and things like that. That's all they're going to be talking about is this game, showing highlights and showing who did what and why this did this and all that ridiculous crap. Because, they don't have anything better to do with their lives. There ain't no point in talking about, I don't know, food shortages, economic collapse, just, the basics. All they're talking about is this crap football. That's all it's going to be for the next week. So I'm just fortunate I don't have a TV. I'm very happy not to have a TV because I couldn't stand to watch this crap at this point. Deplorable Prepper, I like that name. They actually roll the field outside for the grass to grow in the new stadium in Las Vegas. Imagine what they could do with that. Wow, they're rolling the grass outside to grow. That's just, wow. Yeah, I could imagine what you could do with that space. I don't know, how many homeless people are there in the country? Look up the amount of homeless people and how many people one of these stadiums could house. Now, they did that for Katrina. Anybody remember Hurricane Katrina when they piled everybody in that stadium and disarmed everybody? Yeah, and then they started fighting because there was no power and they couldn't see. And yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be the best thing, but if you set it up properly, you could house a lot of people in one of these 14-acre complexes. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, human trafficking during the Super Bowl. I guarantee you that happens all year round. not just during the Super Bowl. I hear it's a booming business too. Kevin Grip, thank you for the super chat. Ditching the TV is a blessing. If only I could get rid of my smartphone. If only, because I would. I'd go in the the route that Bjorn did. If anybody watches Bjorn, Andreas Bull Hansen, the Norwegian bushcraft prepper guy that has a channel with like a lot of subscribers. If only he got rid of his smartphone. If I could do the same, I would. Darkest Fire, baby, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, these things are just ridiculous too. I'd love to get rid of my smartphone, but then I wouldn't be able to record videos if I left here. I'd have to get a regular camera, and I don't have one. So yeah, M9, thank you for the super chat. Hey, I see Rip Curl is in the house. How's it going, Rip? Joe Morgan, yep. How's it going? My M7 will be the vax they get. I agree. If they come to try to give me one, that's what they're getting. And speaking of that, some of these stadiums in certain states are being set up as mass vax centers. So they're lining people up out the door so they can walk through the stadium to get a shot. I mean, that's just awesome. Shalom, Greg. How's it going? Blue Ridge Prepper. How's it going? Rocky Mountain Prepper. There's a lot of preppers in here, huh? The end is near, or end is near. How's it going? The end is near. It really is. I believe so. I believe that the end of the United States is very near. And I'm just going to, throw that right out there. These games are just ridiculous. I mean, if they were doing something more constructive, like, I don't know, putting the prisoners in there that are already on death row and handing them swords and whoever wins gets to go free, that would be entertaining and a better use of our time. Just saying. I'd watch that. Who wouldn't watch that? I'd watch it. Give him some, where is he? Heartland Survival. Let's give him some armor like Heartland Survival. We'll just throw armor on some prisoners, throw them in one of these stadiums. I bet you we'd pack the house. Here's another idea we could use for the stadiums. Instead, growing food is the best idea. But another idea for entertainment purposes is all these criminals that do all these things that they're not supposed to be doing, that are on death row or, locked up for life. Why don't we just go back to public hangings? Or, I don't know, release the lions and tie stakes to them and see how long they can run until the lion catches them. Just, the entertainment value of these things would just be awesome. But no, we're just watching a bunch of over-steroided up guys bounce off of each other. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Dude, seriously. Exactly. I like that name. Yeah, alligators. That's a good idea. We'll put some alligators in there, strap some marshmallows to them, and just see how long they can outrun the alligator. That would be pretty entertaining. I would like that. I mean, would everybody watch that? Because I would watch that. Yeah, it's a little gruesome. I still agree. We should just plant crops in these places. We really should. That's what we should be doing with these 14-acre complexes that are multi-tiered and stack up. You could plant more than 14 acres worth of crops in there if you start stacking dry boxes all the way up these things, or raised beds, I guess they're called. Raised beds all along where the bleacher type areas, seating areas are. You could wrap the entire building in these raised beds all the way up. And yeah, you could just layer the bottom with anything, and you could plant anything in these. You could also put on the rooftops, because some of these have inflatable, some of the older ones, some of them have retractable roofs. You could put on clear roof and turn that thing into a giant greenhouse. You could mount solar panels to the top of it and keep it climate controlled and grow crops all year round. So yeah, who'd know I'm not Roman? If you look up my last name, it actually it goes back. You can trace it back to 700s Viking era. So I'm technically a Viking. Yeah, my last name comes from Norway and the Viking era. It really does. Yeah. No steroids for Joe. His Pringles can works fine. My Pringles can worked really well for dehydrating beef. I have that video up. I made a solar dehydrator out of a Pringles can, and yeah, it worked. I made jerky, and it was good. I ate it and didn't die. So yeah, it worked well. So here in about 10 minutes, I am going to open the stream up to anybody on Patreon and the Gremlin Pack. I will post the link on the comments or the community section for the Gremlin Pack, and I'll throw it over on Patreon for anybody who is brave enough to come help me bash the Super Bowl. And I don't really post the link to the stream in the chat because I have a lot of trolls as of late, and I want the trolls to have to work for it. So that's pretty much the only reason there. It's a $9 billion a year business. They're getting paid so much money. Yeah, I haven't even gone into how much they pay these sports players. I mean, one of these guys, just one of them, especially the high pay. I mean, what was Peyton Manning was getting paid like $100 million a year or something ridiculous like that back when he played. Something like that. I could be wrong on that number, but just think of how many homeless people you could feed for one salary of one of these guys. Neanderthals. You know, a Neanderthal, if you run a what is that stupid thing called? This is a computer generated time lapse basically on a human being that ages from all the way up to 900 years. They look like a Neanderthal. Just saying, it's just another scientific bunch of BS that tries to go against the Bible. And yeah, we could make this that kind of a discussion if you want. We can talk origins of the planet. There's no way the planet is 1 billion years old. We can go there. It's not even possible. And nobody can prove it because nobody was alive back then. So, yeah, just go in there. Yeah, knuckle draggers. But anyway, if you run simulations on a human that would age all the way up to 900 years, the cranial regions keep growing, the ears keep growing, you know, eyebrows get all big. It would look just like a Neanderthal. So it's just a bunch of BS. This whole evolution thing is a false religion. We can go there. I don't mind. I've already got 3 dislikes. I usually get a couple of dislikes. I think some people pop in the stream, give me a dislike, and then leave. And I think I know who all 3 of them are. Just throwing that out there. It's funny, too. That's funny. Keep on giving me them dislikes. It doesn't bother me. It actually does exactly the same thing according to the algorithm as the likes do. It really does. Exactly the same thing. According to the computer software, there is no difference between a like and a dislike. It doesn't matter. So push whichever button you like. It really doesn't bother me at all. Hutch Homestead is in the house. Thank you, Hoot, for pointing that out. We got Hutch in the house. Hutch now has a PayPal link on all of his videos. I encourage you to go over there and show some love to Hutch. He needs some love. Yeah, he didn't want me to say that either, I bet you. He complained at me when I sent him, just a test to make sure the thing was working for him. He complained about it. I'm like, come on, Hutch. You're just checking, making sure it worked. That's funny. Oh, I was just reading something on the phone there. Good thing I have it right, so I can read things while I'm doing these live streams. I'm tired. I have been out and about all day. I actually drank coffee from out. I got coffee from Panera Bread on my way back here. I barely made it in time to set up the live stream, but I did barely make it in time. Yeah, Hutch, I see your middle finger. I see it. I don't know anything about Al Gore. Was he really hugging trees? I mean, I never understood that saying. Do they literally hug the trees? Please don't cut me down. Something like that. I mean, where did that saying come from, tree hugger? Now, I know what it refers to is people that like the environment. I like the environment. It's kind of nice to go out into a wooded area. I don't really want people to cut all the trees down. That would be bad for the environment. I mean, lack of oxygen and things like that. Yeah. Me6 definitely sent all my trolls. I agree with you, Joe. I agree. It's automatically generating troll bots and sending it to me now. That's Skynet for you. Combat Bacon, you hug trees with chainsaws. I'm not sure that's considered a hug. I mean, I don't know about your definition of a hug, but when I ask my kid for a hug, I really don't want them to cut me in half. I mean, sometimes they squeeze pretty hard, but man, just saying. Yes, they actually hug trees. That's good to know. We can talk about trees for a minute if you like, because growing things like hemp that can be used to make paper and toilet paper is so much more efficient than growing trees and cutting them all down. It's so much more efficient. You can grow so much more hemp in such a short amount of time and make even more paper and toilet paper than you make from trees. Why are they still cutting down all the trees? Because logging is a huge industry. Same thing with gasoline. You can make a car that runs on wood smoke. You can make a car that runs on water. You can make a car that runs on just about anything. So why are we still, draining all the natural resources for crude oil and making gasoline? Why are we doing that? To keep the people dependent on the system. That is all it is, to keep the people dependent on the system. The more you have to have something like gasoline to get to your job that doesn't pay you enough so that you can buy the food that costs too much, then the more they own you. That's just the way it is. They own you. They really do. It's just ridiculous. They own all of us. All of us. It's not just you. It's me too. It's all of us, because I'm dependent on gasoline. My car don't run without it. I need whatever they're using to power all this stuff so that this camera turns on and that screen lights up my face and I can get things like that shipped to me, and trucks run and all this other things that I happen to be, aware of, if not involved in. I mean, if it wasn't for gasoline and diesel fuel, I wouldn't have my book right here, because this book was made probably with paper that was cut down from trees. And this book was, I think this is, no, it's not real leather, but whatever. Maybe a chemical thing. I don't know. Anyway, without, gasoline, without diesel fuel, I wouldn't have my book. And that would be bad. I need my book. Stack as many books as you can before the grid goes down, if the grid goes down. Eventually, probably will. I mean, nothing lasts forever, and the grid in certain areas is very fragile as it is, so it wouldn't take much to shut it down. Happens in certain areas every year with hurricanes, tornadoes, ice storms. Happens every year to certain people. But yeah, I don't prep for a global or national disaster. I prep for local personal disasters, because I've had local personal disasters. I've had them. And without preps, I wouldn't have ate. So that's what I prep for. I mean, I do prep for grid down situations, power outages, things like that. But that's not in case of an EMP or in case of a solar flare. That's in case I don't pay my electric bill. That's just how that is. I mean, that's how it is for many people, and it's only getting worse. So that's why I prep. Just some inside information there. Where are we? We're at 27 minutes. I'm going to throw that link up and just see where this goes in just a few minutes. Before I do that, I did get my cat tourniquet in the mail. This is a cat, Gen 7. I got it from North American Rescue. That's NorthAmericanRescue.com. I believe they are the people who manufacture this one. And I got it from them because I wanted to make sure it was legit. Some of the ones on Amazon are not legit, so I don't recommend getting your tourniquets from Amazon. I definitely recommend getting it from North American Rescue. Only took them about 3 to 4 days from the time I ordered it to get this to me. So I was very impressed with this. These tourniquets, you have to open them and pre-stage them. It's recommended that you pre-stage them for your thigh, because then it'll fit on your arm or your leg pretty quickly. And it has the little thing in there. And obviously I haven't opened this yet. And you twist it tight and you make sure the tourniquet is good. A rifle sling is a good tourniquet. You can use a belt. You can use a piece of paracord if you're desperate enough. I mean, you can use a lot of stuff for a tourniquet. But having one of these things are one-handed. You can operate this cat tourniquet by yourself with one arm. That's why, yeah, they're highly recommended. In a grid down event, how fast do I think the U.S. will go back to digging for coal? I think the U.S. never stopped digging for coal. There's still coal power plants all around the United States. I think they still do it. I've seen the trains going by that are full of coal. But doing it on a bigger basis, like a mainstream type thing, I don't know if they would. And I don't know how fast. Probably pretty quickly, but how are they going to run the machines to dig anything? Because in a grid down situation, you got to realize that everything runs off of the grid. Everything. Gas pumps. You cannot pump fuel without electricity. You cannot pump water into people's homes without electricity. The whole grid runs on electricity, and now the whole grid runs on computer software. So that being said, in a grid down situation, I don't think they'd have the ability to mine for coal. Not unless they're doing it with old-fashioned picks and shovels. There are a lot of coal power stations still up. Now, my main concern is a grid down situation. People are going to abandon their jobs. If people abandon their jobs, that just leaves things like nuclear power plants unattended. How long until a nuclear power plant melts down because people have abandoned their job? Sean M., how's it going? Sean M. did a great live stream over on Papa Prepper last night. If you haven't checked that out, you should. Sean, have you made your own YouTube channel yet? Because, man, you need one. You do. If you have, send me an email so I can help you promote it and schedule you to be on my channel for a live stream. But we can do that without you having a YouTube channel. But it'd be better if you made your channel first so I can post a link, because you have a lot of awesome information. I'd definitely like to have you on. Let's see, next week, Wednesday, or actually this week, Wednesday, 8 p.m., I will have Native and Devout Preppers on. And Thursday, I'm going to have, 8 p.m. Thursday, this is Eastern time, I will have the Grumpy Prepper. It's being built as we speak. Awesome. Send me the link for that when you get it up and running, and we'll schedule you to be on if you want to come on, old Grimm, and talk smack. That's what we do over here. That's all we do. We just run our mouths, go blah, 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 blah. That's all I do. It's fun, too. Let's see, copy to clipboard. I'm going to throw this link up in Patreon for anybody brave enough. Yeah, let's see, text. Yeah, text. There we go. Patreon should be seeing that any second. It says join the live. StreamYard link is there. I'm going to need to figure out which one of these wires belongs to my headset. I know, yeah, I'm probably making a lot of noise because it's wrapped around the microphone. Look at this mess. I don't even know what that goes to. Yeah, that's a headphone jack, but I have no clue. Oh, look, there's a wire that I don't need. Let's see. I think it's wrapped around my camera. There went the mic. Ah, that's loud. There we go. Hope you can still hear me. Did I make everyone deaf? If I hadn't made you deaf, give me a minute. I'll work on it. Okay, that's muted. That was loud. We need to switch that. There we go. I should have done this before the stream. I should have. Yeah, I still have canned food sitting over here from when I was showing it the other day. Let's see. Now I got to copy that link over to the Gremlin pack. Let's see. How does that work? We're got to go back here. We'll click that button. This is fun. I'm having fun. Oh, look, I lost like 5 subscribers today. That's good to know. Let's see. Create post. Probably since I started talking about football. Let's see. I got to set that to the Gremlin pack and then paste the link. All right. You have to go to the community page. It should be up and you should be able to find it. Remember, there are rules to the live stream. If you're joining me on live, the rule is I don't like echoes, so use a headset. If you are watching the live stream, close YouTube and watch it just on the StreamYard platform so we don't have a lag issue. And yeah, in the event that I don't like you, I'll boot you out because I hold the rights to do so. And I will say you are out of here just before I do it, because yeah, that would be fun. Just, I'll do it to one person anyway, just for the fun of it. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody's brave enough to join me over here, here we go. The chair's still farting. I hope you can hear it because, yeah, everybody wants me to burn the chair. I did talk to somebody in the local area that has property, and he agreed to let me burn the chair on his property. He says we'll make a good old time out of it. So I'm not sure I'll be able to live stream it because I don't know if I will get a good enough signal on my phone to live stream me burning the chair, but at very least you will get a nice, good morning premiere video of my chair burning in the event that I get a new chair sometime soon. So yeah. Farm Girl Rebel, this has been me talking about how ridiculous football games are and how much of a waste of space stadiums are. 14 acres is the average stadium. How much food can you plant in 14 acres? And yeah, not to mention the fact that they're just sitting there empty for the majority of the year. You know, yeah, I said all this already, but we could go over it again if we'd like. We could just keep on bringing it up. I don't mind because it is the most ridiculous thing that we do here in this country. It really is. It's ridiculous. The amount of football fields is probably a staggering number. Probably staggering. And I'm talking about the ones in parks, at schools, not just the stadiums. The average football field, what would I say, 1.32 acres? I mean, how much food can you plant in 1.3 acres? Sports and holidays. Yeah, I don't follow any more pagan holidays like Easter or Christmas or Halloween. These are pagan holidays. In case you are unaware, don't take my word for it. Look it up. I only follow the 7 feast holidays that are listed in my book. There are 7 of them. It does say this is a law forever when it's talking about Passover and certain other holidays. I won't go into all of them, but yeah, when it talks about Passover and things like that, it does literally say a law forever. It does not say Easter was a law forever. It does not even mention Easter or Christmas anywhere in the book. Nowhere. It's not in there. It's just not. These are man-made pagan holidays. I only follow holidays that he made, and he made 7 of them as far as I'm aware. I think it's 7 of them. So yeah, I believe it's 7. I think so. I hear kids outside. I see kids outside. They're walking their dog. Walk faster. All right, we have our first brave guest. He's come to slaughter us all. It's Jason.
Hey,
Jersey and a hockey match. Man,
I'm getting ready for the
wrong
sports
stream.
thing. I'm for the sports thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
This is the
That's
mask.
an interesting outfit, man.
Yeah, this is the mask I wore into Walmart, and they kicked me out. I don't know why.
They literally kicked you out for wearing that
Yes,
mask?
yes,
Why
they
were
did.
you wearing that mask in Walmart?
Because they make you wear a mask. It's mandatory.
Yeah, and they told you couldn't wear that one.
Yeah.
Well, what was their reasoning behind it?
I don't know. They just
Well,
said
you didn't ask?
nope. I just
Well, I
started
would have
laughing.
asked.
I was laughing too hard. I couldn't stop laughing.
I would have asked why you couldn't wear that mask at Walmart. I mean, you say I have to wear a mask and you're telling me I can't wear this one? I would have just taken it off and walked on in. I mean, of course, I don't go to Walmart anymore. It's been a long time since I've been to Walmart. Last time I was at Walmart, they tried to kick me out for not wearing a mask, and I just turned around and walked out the door without even bothering to say anything to them. I just wasn't going to argue with the oversized asthmatic lady standing at the door telling me that I needed a mask. I mean, you need a mask, lady, because, yeah, you're having issues. You need a mask. I agree, but I don't.
Right.
So, how's it going, Greg?
I am doing fantastic.
So, what do you think about the Super Bowl? I see you're wearing a Colts jersey there.
Yes, I'm wearing my Pat McAfee jersey. He don't even play football anymore. So
yeah, that was way back in Peyton Manning days, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that name. Yep. Vaguely.
He was the kicker.
Yeah,
he
was
punter.
Like the punter, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the Super Bowl nowadays?
No, I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100% about that land could be used for a lot better things than some stupid stadium to kick a ball around in and pay these guys millions of dollars a year, you know, and I'm like, come on. And then the ticket prices are so high the average person can't afford to go.
Yeah, I don't even know what the ticket prices are nowadays. Only allowing 20,000 people into the Super Bowl. You're not allowed to cheer. They're probably spacing everybody very far apart because they have the room for it. Yeah. Lady Catherine, you have joined. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I've been planting my garden today.
Awesome. What's the weather like where you are?
It's still cool, but it's supposed to be in the 60s and 70s this week.
It's currently 11 degrees where I'm at, and it looks like it's about to snow. 63% chance of snow through 7 p.m. It's been snowing like every night this week. That's weird. Greg, are you getting snow? I know you're north of me.
Yeah, it's snowing here.
Yeah, it's not quite snowing here yet.
It says it's only 1 degree here.
Really? It says 11. Wow, yeah. That's awesome.
I'll take some of that
Lady
snow.
Cat, what do you think about the Super Bowl?
What Super Bowl?
The one that's playing right now. It's a big bowl, and it's super.
It's super.
I don't watch it.
Bowl. Neither do I. I vaguely remember who somebody told me was playing. I looked it up earlier because somebody told me the Super Bowl was it Kansas and who else was? Does anybody know? Because I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
Yeah. What's the point? Who needs to know? I can tell you who's going to win. I know who's winning. It's the team owners and the advertising companies. The city that owns the stadium they're playing in for the ridiculously priced tickets. That's who's winning this. It's
and the
not
players
the
who get extra money.
Yeah, there are players. Yeah, they do give them like $1 million bonus or something like that for winning this particular game.
It's something ridiculous.
$80 to $190 for a ticket. Is that what you mean there, Tennessee Tactical?
Gosh.
Just for one ticket? Do they like have a group fund or something? Because wow,
that's crazy.
A GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe to go to the Super Bowl.
Joe Morgan, I am not reading that comment, but I have heard that before, and that is nasty. That's I'm not reading that comment, man. Just no, not even going there.
I just wanted to jump on and say hi, Grimm.
Well, how's it going? You can stay as long as you like. We're not doing much over here. We're just bashing sports players, sports games, and people who watch sports. That's all we're doing. We are probably losing subscribers as I speak, because I know quite a few people that actually do follow those things. Oh, nope, I'm still right at the 80 mark. So, yeah, we only lost about 6 today, something like that.
Isn't Alaska Prepper having the Super Bowl on?
Probably. I know his son was going to watch it, but yeah.
Oh, I thought he was streaming it.
Was he?
I thought so.
I know Alaska Prepper did his normal Sunday live stream, but that ended and the game started at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is the same time I started this live stream.
Oh, okay.
So I think he just put it in the title. I put it in the title just for fun because I knew I was going to talk about it the whole time. Staying High for Life asked me if I have the anarchist cookbook. As a matter of fact, I do. I have it right on my desktop too. I meant to hide that somewhere better, but then I just left it there because, it's not illegal to have the book. It's only illegal to make the things in the book. So
correct.
In case you don't know what the anarchist cookbook is, it has a lot of recipes for a lot of things that go boom, and various other recipes for various other things that you could do. And we're not going into that on this live stream. That would get me banned, maybe even arrested.
But that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I think
things that go boom are great.
I think I need to put my mask back on.
Yeah, you probably should do that. Because you said you knew what it was. I assume you have a copy too.
No, I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Oh, well, I'll send it to you in an email later just so I can confirm it. I'm not going together, Greg. I mean, by myself, we're going together. We're not that far apart. I know you live, what is it, about, I don't know, an hour north of me? Something like that. So, yeah. I'm
just don't do it in a park.
Too. You're just spoiling all the fun. We were going to go do it in a football stadium.
Yeah.
Walmart, it would be a big boom then.
Wear my mask.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just go into Walmart and with the book in hand and ask them if they have these certain ingredients.
Yeah.
That works out for us. Oh, and do you have any duct tape and rope? And where's that at while I'm at it?
One time I went into Walmart and I bought a hatchet, some paracord, duct tape, and a ski mask.
All at the same time.
Yep.
Did
lady
you go to
just
self-checkout?
no. I went through the checkout line and she just looked at me like beep, beep.
She's just staring you down the whole time. I got to memorize that face. There might be a reward later. Anybody else brave enough? I posted the link on Patreon. I posted it to the Gremlin Pack in the community tab on the page. Remember, headset. I don't like echoes. You see how everybody's wearing a headset? Even I have one. I'm wearing one. See, this is proper live stream etiquette. We have to be courteous to the other people watching and participating in the live stream by not making them deaf. So, yeah.
That's a good idea.
It is. We should have those rules on everyone's live stream.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this Super Bowl thing. I mean, does anybody literally know how much food you can plant in 14 acres? If they just knocked the building down and turned it into a farm, how much food could you plant and how many people could you feed? I really do want the actual numbers. I really do.
I believe going off potatoes, it was 25,000 some pounds of potatoes in an acre.
In 1 acre.
Yep.
Times 14.
Right.
Yeah. So how many potatoes can you, I don't know, how many people can 20,000 pounds of potatoes feed for a year? Those potatoes can keep you alive. Right. Somebody do the math on that because I'm not, that good. Mojo Man, I only post it to the Gremlin Pack and to my Patreon. I don't throw it up on the chat because my trolls have to work for it. That's just that.
Well, I'll talk to you later, Grimm.
Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. We'll see if we can get anybody else that's brave enough to join.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too.
Let's see. If anybody has any questions or comments, put them in all caps. I will be able to actually see them now. If they're in all caps, I'll be able to see them. Mojo Man, I'm not going to post it in the chat. It has to. It's for the Gremlins and the Patreon members only. I do have, issues with certain trolls, but I can give you the join link for Patreon or the Gremlin Pack. I figured out how to link the join button to the actual chat instead of just having the people like, where's the join button? Where's the join button? Because apparently if you're on iOS or a Mac, you can't find it. It's just not there. So yeah, I figured out how to link it. I'm going to just post that in the chat anyway, because it's fun. So I think Angry Prepper is going to make a join button. He was thinking about it and he asked me a question about it. And I was trying to give him ideas for naming it. I'm not going to tell you those names because I would have to censor that out and just beep right where those names were. But I like the names. If he does it, I'm probably going to join it because, yeah, that's funny. I hope he does. I really do. Mike Moore, 14,000 by times 20,000. I assume 14,000 by 20,000. That's how many potatoes you could plant in a football field would be 280 million pounds of potatoes per 1 14-acre field. Thank you for the math. That's a lot of potatoes. 280 million pounds. 280 million pounds of potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes. Man, I could get fat.
Oh, yeah. We all could.
I need to definitely, I got to share this thing to this thing. This takes a minute. Let's see, where is it? Catitude? That's a interesting name. Welcome to the Gremlin Pack. I'm trying to post the link to a certain person. I got to figure out I got to post it to my phone. The easiest way to do that is over Discord by just sending it to myself and then pulling up Discord on this phone, which is there somewhere, copying the link. That's not the right link. I gotta do this again. There we go. That's copied. That's pasted. How did that happen? How did I get the wrong link copied there? If I posted it to the Gremlin Pack, I gotta go check and make sure I posted the right link. Let's see. Posts. Where are my posts? Yeah, that says StreamYard. That's just interesting. All right, we got to give a certain person a free pass.
Somebody's looking at my nose hairs.
Your nose hairs?
Yeah,
I'm not looking at your
least
nose hairs,
at least Greg don't have nose hairs. What's up, Hutch?
I'm getting close there. I didn't see any, but I don't know. If you get a flashlight, it's kind of dark.
Of course I have a flashlight.
There, well, yeah. If you want to hold your nose up and it's too bright now, we can't see it. What has gone? Where's my live stream gone? That we're looking at Greg's nose hairs. Can
I have
somebody,
no idea.
Anybody, somebody tell me what has gone on here.
Somebody else come up in here. Come on.
I'm expecting somebody in a minute. I had to text them the link because they don't know how to find the join button. Who you are. You're gonna all know who he is in a minute. Welcome to the Gremlin Pack, staying high for life. And who else did we get in there? Christ is the answer. Catitude. I like that name. You got a catitude. Do you know what kind of attitudes cats have? Because I do. And yeah, I get the meaning there. Joe, I really want to send you a link. Joe, if you join this, would you join the stream if I sent you the link? Because I can send it to you on Discord. And I think everybody needs to feel my pain when you wear that little hat thing. And yeah.
Yeah, get him in here.
We need Joe in here. We do.
You better get in here before Me6 becomes self-aware, Joe.
Yeah, you better. Prepping Plumber says, this done hung a left at the liquor store. We are in a bad neighborhood now. Yeah, I agree. There he is. That's right there. That's the freeloader.
What's up, Gray Man?
What's up, brother?
I'm just messing with you, man.
I'm on the Gremlin Pack. That's how I
had ain't green.
Hold on. Let's go to the chat real quick. And
wait, maybe your name is Green.
Yeah, I think he is.
So I just did all that work for nothing, and you could have went and copied that link yourself.
I just wanted you to ask. I wanted to ask you a question before I said anything.
Oh. I did all that work for nothing. Where's Joe? Joe says Me6 is self-aware already. Probably right. Just so you know, Joe, the person who controls and set up Me6 is right there. It's Greg. He did it. I asked him to, check out bots for the Discord server, and Greg there set that up for the Discord server. So if Me6, builds its own body and comes to your house, Joe, you have Greg to thank for that.
Wait. Isn't the proper answer for that I was just following instructions?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what they all say when something bad happens. I was just following orders.
Roger that.
Well then.
So does anybody remember the telltale signs of driving into the ghetto?
Liquor stores, gun stores, graffiti.
Liquor store, gun store, liquor store, pawn shop, liquor store. Yep. It's changed now. It's liquor store, pawn shop, Cricket cell phone shop.
Boost Mobile store.
Yep, Boost Mobile. Pawn shop again. And they removed all the gun shops because
yeah.
That's just Yeah.
They can't compete with the street dealers. That's what the problem is.
Exactly. The street dealers put them out of business. Oh yeah, strip club. Don't forget, there's at least one or two of those mixed in.
Yeah.
Kevin Grip, that's not legal in my state. We don't have those.
Yeah. Is Rip still in chat?
I don't know. Rip, are you still in chat?
He was here.
I don't know. We started talking about liquor stores and gun stores and how Hutch Homestead has cricket, and that's what he said.
Sean M.
Rip, yeah, there's Rip. He's still here.
Now, I just wanted to tell Rip thank you, man. I don't know if you guys have seen Rip's current video, man, and he did a really good job of bringing some joy to people's life on a, I don't know if you want to call it a parody or whatnot, but I don't want to explain what the video is about, but it was pretty entertaining, man, and he does a lot for this community, and I think you guys should go check out Rip. Sorry,
everybody go check out Rip. Do we have any mods here that can post a link to Rip's channel? Greg, you're a mod, right? Do something, man.
Oh man.
I'm just messing with you, man. I don't think we have any other mods in the chat. I would do it, but yeah, I'll do it. This is going to take a minute. There's going to be a lot of clicking. There might be
I'd have to break out the phone and all kinds of stuff.
I'm working on it. I'm doing it. We're going to find it. It'll be easier to type it because my list of channels that I am subscribed to is massive. So yeah, let's see.
I first started out watching YouTube, but I had like 15 channels I was subscribed to. Now I got about 1,000.
1,000? Wow, you got me beat. All right. There's the link to Rip Curl in the chat. Go check out Rip Curl. He needs more subscribers, and check out that video because that's awesome.
And I agree with you, Grimm. I think Sean M needs a channel ASAP. That was an excellent interview. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. That was
absolutely
awesome. For anybody who wants to join the Gremlin Pack, the link is now in chat. That's the Gremlin Pack link. The first link was to Rip Curl. Rip Curl, I sent you a text, man.
Hi, Liz.
All right. So what are we talking about now? I've already bashed sporting events and watched sporting events. And yeah, I think I've done enough bashing of that. I didn't answer. A mod is somebody who puts people in timeout and kicks them out of the chat for being rude. Although I don't really censor anybody. They have to be being mean to other people in the chat before I censor them and tell them to get out of here. Or, I just don't like them. Every now and then that happens. But.
Every now and then somebody gets the boot.
Yeah, you got to make an example of certain people every now and then. It's just if you just let them all run wild and don't make any examples, then the whole thing just turns to chaos. So, yeah.
It's not such a big deal when they attack you, but when they attack other people in chat, then it gets out of hand,
Yeah, I like it when they attack me. That just gives me something to talk about, and I can run the stream longer. I need attack me all you want because I need something to talk about. So the more you call me arrogant, the more arrogant I can be. So please do. That's been funny. I've been called arrogant so many times in the last few days. I'm like, you guys are just now realizing this? I've been like this since the day I was born. Where you been? Call me arrogant. Wake up.
Oh, shoot.
Eduardo says, Angry Grim Rip Gray Nation. How's that for a name? What are you naming a boat?
If you do, I suggest Bodie McBoatface.
There you go.
Did you hear about that research vessel that they I guess they built this like $1 million, $1 billion research vessel, and they put it online for people to name it. And the number one name of the people put in there was Bodie McBoatface. Yeah.
So did they actually name it that?
No.
Oh.
But there was people there. I think there was actually somebody filed a lawsuit because they didn't name it the name that won the like sweepstakes or whatever. So.
There you go, Hutch. You got the wrench. Don't accidentally ban people.
Uh-oh.
Hutch is going to run wild now.
Yep. This ought to be entertaining. I'm not going to have any subscribers left. He's going to ban everybody in chat. It's like, I didn't realize. Because his phone's so... Have you seen Hutch's phone? It's like so cracked. That I'm surprised he can even watch us.
Well, I mean, I'm really curious to see what Hutch does with his studio and when he starts producing content out of that thing. That should be pretty interesting.
It really should. Vicky Savage, I always have attitude adjustments from him. Always. Like on a daily basis, I get an attitude adjustment from him. The funny part is he made me. So in his image.
So basically, if you look at it that way, then it's his fault.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not being drug into that. No, lightning bolts will start coming out of the sky.
I know. I was kind of like,
please don't smite me. Please don't smite me.
You know,
he made my sense of humor, and he thinks I'm funny. Just so you know, and that's not arrogant. I just know that for a fact. I don't think I'm funny. I think I'm being quite serious most of the things I say, and people just think it's funny because they don't know how serious I am about it. So I'm like George Carlin. They thought George Carlin was funny, and he was just telling the truth. So
yeah, absolutely. And he's like, people think this is funny. I'll just go tell the truth to everyone.
He made me. The guy who made this, not Moses either. I don't know. It looks weird seeing Hutch with that blue name out there. It kind of worries me.
It is a little scary.
It is. Hutch don't know how to use tools, Northern Girl Hobby says. But he knows how to use dolls. I heard you send him one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm kind of upset about that, Northern Girl.
Yeah, Greg wants one.
I went to buy one for a friend, or tell a friend, to get one, and they were all sold out.
Well, according to her, Hutch bought them all out, like immediately.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if she made them in her own likeness. Is that how that works? I didn't even see them. I didn't even know it was a thing. The only thing I know about Northern girls is she can't catch a fish.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that.
I've heard that too. She's about to unsubscribe and leave a message. Northern girl, you're green. You have the link if you want to come and defend your honor.
She said, did you read her comment? She said, Hutch is a hoarder.
Yep. Hutch, you hoarder. Poor Hutch.
Oh, man.
We're all picking on Hutch. Hutch just said that's strike one to Northern Girl.
Put her time out.
We're going to have to take Hutch's power away. He's abusing it. Hutch, don't abuse the power, man. I'm still wondering if he can even find the button on that cracked phone. He's got to turn it upside down to type because the cracks on the bottom.
Grimm, do you ever get any backlash for supporting Bear at all?
Every now and then. I just do this.
I saw this weird tweet the other day from an account that I follow, and it said, I got blocked because I support Bear Independent. Apparently people had beef with him about whatever. So because of my mere association with him, they blocked me. People are crazy. I was like, It just doesn't make sense, man.
So while we're on the topic, anybody who doesn't know, Bear Independent has his own ministries. It's called Grindstone Ministries. The link is the first link in the description of every single one of my videos. This ministry goes to support children that have been victims of sex trafficking. They are building a facility to help rehabilitate these children. They've also gone in with other facilities to help rehabilitate these children. These children typically commit suicide after they are brought out of that. So everyone check out Grindstone Ministries, link in the description, in support of Bear Independent.
Grindstone Ministries.
We should all just make a commercial for Grindstone Ministries and just send it to Bear with all of our faces on it and just saying stuff like that. That would be awesome.
Do like what is it? What do they used to do back in the day? Like a telethon, but a videothon or something like that.
There we go.
There we go. 24 hours telethon.
They are getting really close to being able to build their facility. They've been taking donations on the page. They don't really ask for donations. They just get them. And yeah, they are almost to the goal they need to build their very own facility. And if he puts it out there for people to come and help him build it, I'm going. I'm just going to say that right now. I will be in the broken vehicle that hardly runs, dripping oil from Indiana to Arkansas, or I think he's in Oklahoma. So Indiana to Oklahoma. I will be dripping a line of oil all the way there. Maybe some coolant on the way too. Probably a little bit of metal from the rust that falls off of, but we're going to make it. We will get there. By the grace of the Father, I will get there. He'll hold that thing together for me. Go build a church. Sure. It's not technically a church. It's a rehabilitation center, but yeah, I'll go.
Speaking of which, I've been mentioning that whole idea that you had thrown out there, Grimm, about PrepperCon, and a lot of people seem interested, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we are trying to set that up. Papa Prepper and his wife are actually going to front run the setup because I barely have time to sit here and make a live. I mean, yeah. Tennessee Tactical, what are you talking about? Who's Grindstone? I'm not Grindstone. Hobo, why would people be against Bear? That sounds great. Yeah, I don't know why people. Well, I'll tell you why people are against Bear, because Bear is a very spiritual person who believes very much in the book, this book, exactly this same book. This is the one he reads from, the scriptures. And the more you become a spiritual person and do right in your life, and the closer you get to the Father, the more you are attacked by the enemy, as we like to put it, the enemy. And you will see this in your life, especially when you first start doing this. You'll see so many attacks come against you, spiritual, physical, emotional, people on your channel trolling you. I mean, all of it. It just comes, in waves. And, you have to put on the full armor of your Creator. Some people say the full armor of God. I think God is a diminished term, really. I don't really use that word. I use my Father, my Creator. Elohim is a good one. I mean, we could just say his name, Yahweh, if you'd like to do so, or sometimes pronounce Yahweh, or, I don't know. There's like so many names for the man, but I said man because he made man in his image. He's not technically a man, though. But anyway, yeah, we could go into preaching if we want. I'm not a preacher. I'm just a dude who reads his Bible and does what it says. So keep that in mind once I get on a rant here about certain things. Yeah, just keep that. Hey, check it out. I got 6 dislikes now. I'm on a roll.
Well, because you brought up the scriptures, that count for 3 of them probably.
Probably.
At least. Every time.
Yeah, every single time.
If you watch, if you ever go and watch any of Bear's live reports, his chat is just packed up until he goes at the end to do the prayer, and then half the chat leaves.
Yep. That's because half the chat are a bunch of heathens.
It's weird how that plays out too. I remember saying I said God bless to somebody one time, and they just looked at me and said, "Hey man, I'm not religious," and I'm like, "Oh,
neither am I." Religion is man-made. I'm not religious at all. Religion is a bunch of man-made rules put against people to try to make it more difficult to do what the book says. That's all religion is. It's man-made. And I tell you right now, every single one of them got it wrong. Every one of them. Christians believe you only have to follow the last 2/3 of the Bible. The Jews believe you only have to follow the first whatever number that was. Yeah, that. I mean, the Mormons believe that you only have to follow a certain point. I mean, what is it? The Jehovah's Witnesses, these people believe that only 10,000 people get to go to heaven. And then I keep asking them, then why are you coming to my door trying to get me to take your spot? I mean, they really don't like it when you ask them that. I don't get that. They believe a certain amount of people can go. I'm like, you realize how many billions of people are on this planet, right? And how many trillions of people that have been here before you showed up. And now you're trying to convince me to take your spot. I mean, why are you here? Yeah, they don't get it. It usually goes straight over their heads. But hey, they are fun to talk to, though. If you've never had the opportunity, if you just shut the door when the Jehovah's Witness shows up, you should invite them in for a coffee. Or a beer.
Beer. I got a shot of whiskey for you here, brother.
Yeah.
Take two, because we're about to have a talk. Let me break out my book and read you some scripture. Yeah, I could go on and on about this. Jehovah's Witnesses are fun, though. They really are.
It does make you think of what kind of, because even I still remember back when I was younger, like people would say, well, God bless, that was an actual greeting, that a lot of people use. You don't hear people say that anymore.
I know. If you start saying shalom, they just look at you like, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You're going home? Huh? I mean, yeah.
Prepping Plumber says, did I say whiskey?
I did say whiskey. Now you said it twice and I said it once.
Are we going to start getting in trouble when someone sneezes and we say bless you?
Ooh.
I don't know. The person sneezing might try to give you COVID.
Yeah, true.
Wipe their snot on you or something. I know people that get outright attacked for trying to say anything that has to do with, the Father or religion or Yeshua. Anything about it, and people will just get right in your face and start yelling and screaming at you, and yeah, there's videos of this all over the internet. It's really it's the enemy. It really is.
It's been a lot of bloodshed over religion, man, throughout the extent of this earth.
Yep, and religion got it wrong. I mean, they did. They got it wrong, and if you just read the book, you can see how wrong they got it. Just read the book. Just like in the book of Matthew, where it says that Yeshua is given a parable. Yeshua is the actual name of Jesus for anybody who doesn't know. Anyway, he's given a parable, and I'm actually wrong. It's the book of Acts where the father. I think they gave, what was it, John or Paul? It was Paul. They gave him a vision of the three men coming and unclean this and that. And I'm going to paraphrase quite a bit. And he says, I've never eaten or touched anything unclean. And then he goes in and tells them about the people. He's talking about the Gentiles, all people of all nations. They're not unclean, basically, is what they're saying. And they use it in a metaphor about food. And it's just a metaphor. And if you look in the King James version, it has a little parentheses in there that it says, and this means he made all the food clean. Really? Where did he say that? Because he didn't say that. You put that in there with your pencil a little bit later because you wanted to eat a pork chop. That's not how that works. So, yeah.
Homestead Oz is in the chat.
Oh,
Ma and Paul. Hi, Ma. Hi, Paul.
Good people, man. Good people.
I gotta say hi to Ma and Paul. You gotta wave like this when you're waving to Ma and Paul.
Oh, I can't even get on. You gotta widen the screen, Grimm.
Oh, can I widen the screen? I think I can. No,
there we go.
Yeah. That's where Gray Man goes, down there. I put you down there, Gray Man. Where
man,
is this live stream gone?
I don't know.
On somewhere where it was not intended. Arkansas living. What's going on in Arkansas?
Get old Arkansas up in here. That'll lighten things up.
Yeah, I was sending him the link right now. I'm trying to open my texts.
I was watching Arkansas just tie knots today.
Yep, me too.
Really good at it, man. Really good. He was quick.
Mm-hmm.
He just sped up the video to make you think he was.
It really took him 2.5 minutes, but on fast forward.
Yeah.
Sitting there struggling.
Poor Arkansas. We had to pick on you, man. It's all my fault. I'm constantly picking on people. Some people take it the wrong way. I mean, really far the wrong way, to the point to where they start making videos about me the wrong way.
Okay, I have to say hi to somebody. They're in chat, and they say,
Mojo,
Mojo Man 1965. It says, hey Gray man, how about saying hi to me tonight? So, hi Mojo, what's up, brother?
Hey Mojo, what's going on? I
get in trouble sometimes for calling everybody brother sometimes because I don't know if they're a brother or a sister. So I've gotten yelled at a few times. But so it says Mojo Man, so I'm assuming I'm saying it correctly. Well, we appreciate you being here, brother.
There we go.
Arkansas is the freeloader, okay? Just saying. Join the club, Arkansas. Join the club. Become green. Become a gremlin.
There we go. We need Arkansas to actually be a gremlin. Then he can have the flannel gizmo logo that's only the gremlins can pop up down there.
Oh, he's saying he can't right now. What is Arkansas doing that's so important?
He's about to have dinner with his family. He told me so. I told him just to live stream that with everybody at the table. We would all just have a good old time watching that. But
see, my wife is right there waiting for me to go out to dinner. She has some plans. So
she's sitting on the floor next to you?
She's actually sitting on a bucket of Augustin Farms. Oh.
I was like, why are you pointing at the floor? What's she doing down there?
She's like, I don't know, I'm trying to get the right angle.
I see how it is. You just keep the light down there on the floor. You got to stay down there, woman.
She's gonna put my
hand. She's standing there looking at you, giving you the stare that you're going to be in trouble here in a few minutes.
She'll nudge me. She'll poke me in the side. If you see me go like this, you'll know what happened.
Let's see. I'm missing a question here. Somebody has asked 3 times how to join the Bug Out Network. You simply send me an email to grimmsurvival2@gmail.com and put what you are joining for. If you're offering a piece of property or a bug out location for a stopover location, whatever it is, if you want to use the network, contribute to the network, whatever it is, put Bug Out Network in the title of the email. Please keep it as short as possible. My emails are absolutely insane. Do not send me locations in my email. We will go over how that is done once the email comes through. Don't send me your locations in email. The whole point is to keep the locations off the grid, off the internet. We don't want those locations there. Which reminds me, I stopped by the P.O. box today and I got another box of locations. Where's Hutch? I'm going to just mail them all to Hutch. Hutch, just to add those two. No, I'm kidding.
You haven't got my copy yet?
No, I did have a notice that there was a box in there that wouldn't fit, and now I got to go back and pick that up because they were closed. So, yeah.
it's a box. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't think it was that one then, because they have bigger boxes. They could put a key and things like that. North Shore Preparedness is in the house. And JT, how's it going? We finally got some mods in here. You guys weren't here. I had to make Hutch a mod. It was horrible.
Arkansas said he is a patron.
Yep, he is. I know he's over there. He has to get over there to keep an eye on me.
North Shore, what's up, buddy?
Grimm, I don't know if you told me to remind you about tomorrow, so I'm reminding you now about tomorrow.
Yeah, I remember tomorrow. I will make sure everybody is included.
Roger that.
Roger. That's from Star Wars.
North hasn't gone live in a while. I haven't seen some of his. He usually used to go live in the middle of the night all the time. I haven't seen him in a while.
I was never up that late. Once I was eating White Castle, and I said that in his chat, and he's like, "What's a White Castle?" I'm like, "It's a White Castle."
It's a mini burger.
Yeah, great man. You know what White Castle is, then, right?
I wish we had White Castle down here, but unfortunately, we have the Alter Ego crystals.
That's nasty. Don't eat that stuff.
If I want White Castle, I have to go to the frozen food section and heat it up in a freaking
Oh,
microwave.
that's nasty too. Don't eat that either. And don't heat it in the microwave if you get it. Throw your microwave away. That's nasty too. What you do is you put it in the oven. Then it actually tastes right.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't own a microwave. I haven't owned a microwave in like 10 years. Everything I reheat goes in the oven. It doesn't lose flavor that way. Actually, way better. Microwaves make everything just weird.
Oh, I thought I saw something in chat, but I didn't.
Metal for Breakfast said White Castle sucks. Metal for Breakfast, you have to be at least slightly inebriated before you can have White Castle. That's the only way it doesn't suck. See, Greg knows.
Yep.
It's almost like when you go to like, let's say, I don't know, a Denny's or a Waffle House at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know it ain't going to be good. The guy in the back just finished doing crack, and you got the metal. I mean, you know it ain't going to be good at 3 o'clock in the morning at Denny's. It's just not possible.
Trim those.
Yeah, I'm glad you're reading that because
there's
you should read it a little louder though. I mean, it was hard to hear you.
Some of it might not be appropriate, so I just try to make sure.
North Shore wants to try a White Castle burger. I mean, you can't just try one, man. You got to get at least 3 to 4 of them, depending on how much you want to eat. Yeah. I miss Whataburger too. Whataburger is a southern thing, and they have really good patty melts.
Yeah.
They don't have Whataburger up here. They did make a Jack in the Box up here, but it's not doing very well. I think it's going to close down because it's too expensive, and it takes like 3 years to get a burger from them people.
Do you guys have
Texas too?
Do you guys have a Culver's up there?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, excellent food.
Yeah, they just started down here in about 6 months ago or so.
Yep, definitely try their custard. It's not ice cream; it's custard.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Every Saturday, I enjoy that.
Really, every single Saturday, huh?
We have this thing at my shop where I work at, and we do ice cream night. And we used to go to this place called Twisty Comb, and then we started exploring with Culver's because it's closer, and it just turned out to be now a tradition for over a year now.
Nice.
A bunch of grown men having ice cream together.
Yeah, that sounds like a place I'm going to go. Just throwing that out there. Just not, nope. Get your little cones and do you share licks on? Never mind.
Well, I was going to say we need to invite John over one of these times.
Yeah, there you go. Where is John to defend his own honor? He's not going to show up.
He's watching the Hallmark Channel.
Bingo.
You're probably right. Or he's just watching the Super Bowl to see if they're really not going to be able to cheer. Has anybody caught just a clip? I want to know if they're really not cheering. That is the biggest curiosity I have about it, is if they're cheering or not. Well, I guess the second curiosity is if they're wearing like real masks under their helmets and their face masks.
Yeah, that would
Culver's
be odd.
Good. There's a Culver's not too far. Probably, I don't remember how far, but it's not too far. I could get to Culver's probably before they close if I left right now. Live stream, right? I'm going to go get some.
You guys go ahead and take care of it.
Yeah, you guys just leave it running when you're done. I'll sit back down and eat ice cream in front of everybody if anybody's still here.
Was it you, Grimm? I know I mentioned it on Prepper Nation's channel last night when I was on live with him for a few minutes about the people that stream themselves sleeping. Yeah,
I was talking about that. It usually happens over on Twitch and places like that. You don't see it much on YouTube. I don't think, anyway. I don't follow anybody who sleeps. If I see somebody sleeping on their live stream, I'm unsubscribing. I'm just throwing that right out there right now. So, are you planning on getting on Twitch and taking a nap there, Grima?
Maybe. I mean, if I can get Mr. Beast over there to start tipping me $1,000 for sleeping, I'm game.
Yep. Yeah, that was me that was talking about that $1,000 just to try to wake the guy up. I think actually gave me more than 1,000. I think the guy ended up with like 5,000 by the time it was over. And he woke up and he freaked out because he knew who Mr. Beast was, and he seen the donations come in. And he's like, Mr. Beast, I got to find that video and post it because that's Mr. Beast made his own burger shop. I know there's one in Indianapolis somewhere. Mr. Beast Burgers. I've been so curious to try it.
Sounds interesting.
JT, that's an absolute negatory.
Prepping plumber says Gray Man's wife's gonna starve.
Yep. She's gonna starve. How long do you think we can keep Gray Man here? I think that is our goal for the rest of this live stream. I mean, even if it takes 3 hours, I think we're just gonna hang out. I know here in a little bit I'm gonna have to go take an Arkansas. So
yeah, me too. I'm kind of bouncing right now. I don't have a whiteboard to write it on though.
Just disable the camera for a minute. I'll be back.
Is that your
Mr.
wife's hair?
Yeah,
really, Joe Morgan? Really?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I see that on the other stream. It was lagging. Is that red?
No. Well, it's brown. It's just that my lighting probably makes it. She's hitting me with her hair right now. It's like longer than a.
Is she not brave enough to show herself on camera?
I've been trying to get her to go on camera, but she just won't.
Camera at her, then she doesn't have a choice. No,
One of these days,
she dives away and doesn't hit you with the hair no more.
Yeah, I'm gonna start setting up multiple cameras and just kind of all of a sudden just switch over to that angle.
Yeah, there you go. That would be awesome.
It's like surprise.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Gray Man.
Yes, sir.
Is your couch comfortable?
Yeah, right. Thank you, Prepping Plumber. I appreciate that. Grimm has been the machine behind that, actually. The whole playlist thing that I came up with, the binge watch Gray Man playlist.
Yeah.
You actually got people watching that, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet your watch hours are going up, huh?
I've jumped a couple hundred just in the last couple days, man.
Yeah, it'll do it.
I click it on at night before I go to sleep.
I appreciate that, Greg.
All right. Does anybody know, and this is for everybody in the chat too, who the very first person that gave me a super chat was?
Very first person. Was it a subscriber or creator? Can we narrow it down? Okay, so it's both, huh? I'm just gonna throw out John. Maybe John was being nice. I've never seen John do it, but maybe it was.
Wasn't John?
Angry Prepper.
Nope. Wasn't Angry Prepper.
Gray Man Prepping.
Nope. I don't even think he knew who I was, but when I was getting monetized.
I think I learned from John. I think
with Bobby. You kind of got it, but it's Alaska Prepper, not Alaskan Prepper.
Ah.
Yep. Rudy was my very first super chat. It was awesome.
You know, I should make a video if I ever get to that point and get monetized. I should do a video on the first super chat that I ever receive.
Yeah. That would be a boring video, man.
I know.
Hey, look what this person did. I mean, that's
for Premiere or something.
Man, I'm not.
I've been trying to figure out how to do these premieres. I'm like, how can I have enough time to do this and try to follow Grimm on a premiere? And I'm like, what do I talk about? Should I just do multiple videos or should I incorporate what I'm doing?
Well, I know tomorrow morning, Angry Prepper is following my premiere in the morning. He asked me if anybody was doing 10, and I said, well, Gray Man's thinking about it, but he hadn't set it up yet. So if you're throwing it up at 10 tomorrow, I will advertise it for you. So he said he was doing that. So I don't know if he's doing it every day. Well, we'll see.
I know for sure depending on what he does, I know Thursdays I do want to set up a premiere every Thursday because I usually don't do anything on Thursday. So I'm going to at least try to follow you on Thursday. And if Jason's doing it, then I'll do it right after Jason.
Yeah. Well, at 10:30, Papa Prepper had done one time. I was trying to get him to do it, but we just got to find somebody who has as much time as I do to do one of these every single day.
Yeah. Because
that's difficult to do. And I really don't have time for it either. If I don't record it tonight, I'll be going live at 9:30 tomorrow. And wake up at 9 and be like, all right, we got to do a live stream. Live. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, that's how that goes. Because if I'm live on here, it's because I didn't record a video the night before. That's why. Just so everybody, you all now know my secret.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go live randomly.
I went down another 3 subscribers in this live stream. We were really dropping them. What else should I talk about? Let's see. I bashed football. Oh wow! I just refreshed. Went down 2 more. Awesome. Let's see. What else can I bash? I bashed football. How do I got into the NBA yet? We can bash the NBA. I mean, these guys used to know how to play basketball back in the 80s and 90s. What happened? Now they just throw the ball at the thing like this and hope it goes in. I start bashing sports and talking about religion, and the subscriber count drops. Bye.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where I'm at with this point, man. I'm just gonna put out content, and if people don't like it, man, there's nothing you can really do, man. But your real supporters will always be there for you.
You can just say, "See you later." Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Full of Hope is asking Gray Man to sing for us.
Sing? I've never sang in my life.
Can you carry a tune?
I could sing the one song, but then it'll be demonetized, so I'm not going to do that.
Oh, don't. Well, who cares? We're probably already demonetized with how crazy this stream is.
I'm just the only song I know is the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah, let's not. It's not anybody's birthday. Is it his birthday? Well, I'll sing Happy Birthday, right? Somebody has to have a birthday.
It's crazy. You can't even say that. I mean,
North Shore.
I don't like Miracle Whip. I only like organic mayonnaise. Miracle Whip sucks, just so you know.
North Shore says sing equals losing all subscribers.
Amazing Grace. Set up, and I've been drinking way too much coffee to try to sing.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quartet here.
There we go. We need one more person, and we can do Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
We just need one more person.
Jump on, North. You can do it.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, North. North, do you need the link? I don't have his phone number. I can't text him. And he's not a gremlin. Bad North.
I don't know how to get in hold of North other than, his email, but does North ever check his email?
I don't know. North, do you ever check your email?
It's an ongoing joke with that.
Probably doesn't ever check his email. He probably forgot he had an email.
Actually,
he says, screw all that business. Christ is the answer. My husband likes to rap all day. That kind of sounds like it would annoy me.
Hey, just being honest.
Yeah.
That is a good song. House of the Rising Sun.
That is a good song. Nope. I'm not singing. I'm not.
You can do your 12 days of Christmas again.
Pull out the lyrics. It's been a while.
North says send all the complaints to his email.
Yeah. There you go. All my complaints, please go to North Shore Preparedness. Just go ahead and put your email in there so to make sure everybody who has a complaint about my sports bashing and religious beliefs can go there. That would be awesome. Yeah, we should. Is it time for the Super Bowl halftime? We should do a halftime show. Is it time? I'm going to do a halftime show for you guys right now. I have to go take an Arkansas, so you guys got this covered. Can't hear anymore, so this is my halftime show. I'll be back in a few.
I was going to do something, but I forgot this is not my stream. I was going to try to screen share my screen and put something up.
This train just officially went off the rails, Gray Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually when it gets after about an hour or so, lives do get sideways. I guess we can just start plugging random stuff since Grimm's not here.
Okay, cool.
Greg, do you have a channel?
No, I do not.
Yeah, I see you in chat and everywhere.
Yeah, I hang around a lot. I work a lot, and I do IT work, so it's easy for me to pretend like I'm working and really be in here chatting. So,
right. Hey, I mean, it's tough. I tell you, man. I mean, trying to maintain YouTube content consistently and working and all that stuff like that is extremely complicated.
Need to not drop that heater. Good thing it wasn't on. And just so you guys know, I will be able to rewind the live stream. So if you were talking about me while I was gone, I am going to know. If you were expecting me to come back wearing pom-poms and a mini skirt, you are, just going to be disappointed.
Full of hope.
I'm disappointed. Now I'm leaving.
I don't know if this is a misspelling or not, but Full of Hope says, does Gray Man still have mercy, or does he mean merch?
Probably mercy.
I mean, I do have mercy. I'm merciful.
I don't. It's gone.
The merch report brought to you by Grimm.
Wizard, it wasn't a number 2. I said I had to take an Arkansas, and unless he was doing that in his sock, I think we're not communicating properly here.
Oh man. Oh. I love reading things in that chat as it flows through.
Wasn't it Mojo Man on Prepper Nation last night said he wanted to buy Arkansas some new socks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mojo, if you want, I do have a Teespring account with Gray Man Socks. You're more than welcome to purchase those and send them to Arkansas.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea.
I can just see it now. Arkansas drinking the can out of a Gray Man sock. That'd be awesome. For anybody who's asking, no, I didn't wash my hands. And yes,
They thought you were going to bust the move.
All right, Greg?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Are you sure? So, Greg, do you want to talk about the chair proposal?
Hey, we'll send it out with the Viking funeral.
All right. So Greg has agreed to let me come on his property with this chair when I get a new one and give it a Viking funeral. So I don't know how to build a pyre, Greg. You know how to build a pyre, right?
No.
Okay. So we could build it up like we're burning a witch at the stake and just strap it to it. Get a cardboard cutout of me, put it in the chair, and just light it up.
Maybe throw some
the camera. You can buy Grimm.
Play some bagpipes or something with that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we should definitely get a speaker out there with some bagpipes. Yeah, we could do that. Or somebody who can actually play bagpipes. Anybody in the Indiana area know how to play bagpipes? I mean, we can go all out with this thing.
Yeah, well, why not? We can make it a whole production here.
Be charming. I'm not sure how to take that comment, man.
Let me see if I can go back. What did Be Charming say? Oh, yeah, I don't know. What would you like to talk about, B?
Princess Buttercup Prep. Okay, guys, I have a question. Bought the most beautiful rose gold Glock. Why? It is new, but not strong enough to pull it back. What you can do to loosen it is just keep using it.
Yes.
Like Darkest Fire said, the more you use it, the looser it'll get. Alternatively, if you have to, you can buy aftermarket springs for it and replace the spring with something of a lower gauge that'll make it a little bit easier as well. Or you can get those little grippy things and just keep doing that until you're strong. Pull it back.
Did you see Prepping Plumber's comment?
No. Where is it?
Right under North Shore.
Just there we go. There's a guy on Brokeback Mountain that plays bagpipes. Prepping Plumber. Being that you're familiar with the area and know that there's somebody up there currently playing bagpipes, could you please march the rest of the way on up the mountain and request him to come on over for a live burning of my chair?
Oh, man. And remember, Arkansas left the key on the left tree.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. Be Charming wants to talk about how many pickles it takes to damage a toddler while we're speaking about Arkansas, if anybody doesn't get it.
Yeah. Shoddy, I guess. Yeah.
Princess Buttercup Preps. I like that name, by the way. Yeah, but anyway, that's a distracting name. But anyway, shooting that might not be the most easiest thing to do with the current ammunition shortages that we are experiencing. I hope you have a stockpile, and if you do, just go ahead and donate for the advice. About 20 rounds to Grimm Survival. My P.O. box is in the description.
All right, guys, I got to bounce.
Okay, but I want to see that literally.
I can.
All right, Greg, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for the donation of the area to burn the chair.
Heck yeah.
Your chair sooner or later. We'll set that up. That'll be an awesome video.
Thanks for having me on, man. See you, great man.
Anytime.
All right, Greg. Have a good night.
All right, I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. If anybody has any legitimate questions, put them in all caps. Yeah, this live stream went completely off the rails. Most of them do. The longer we're live, the crazier it gets. That's just how that works out. I blame it all on Gray Man.
What can I say, man? What can I say?
I don't know what your wife's saying about it. She's still waiting.
Yeah, she's here. She's has her phone. Every once in a while she'll glance over and smack me in the back of the head with some hair.
And tell her to hit you with a bucket. It might be more effective.
Yeah,
Did you hear me by any chance? Let's hope she can't. Oh, there it went. I seen that.
Oh, shit.
Grimm Bowl 21. I don't have a bowl next. Well, I have bowls, but not like anywhere around me.
Why are we here? Because no one wants to watch the Super Bowl. That's why we're here.
That's why we've been going for so long. That's pretty much it. We're just randomly chatting about whatever.
I mean, yeah, there's 112 people in chat right now. Well, 110, man. It's people are starting to, I guess, get hungry or something.
I lost almost 10 subscribers during this live stream, so we're doing something in one direction.
Me too, probably. Let me go see. I'm curious. You never know. It's fun how that thing happens.
Yeah, they left my channel, went and joined yours. That's what it is. They have a limited number of subscriptions they're willing to give out.
I'm down 2.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. We're in this together then, Gray Man. We are.
I've been trying to see how this whole algorithm thing works. So I have like this tally of dates and times watching it. And then funny enough, on my Ghost account that I have as a backup, magically unfollowed me.
Really?
Yeah. I looked at it and I was like, how am I not following myself? This doesn't make any sense when I've been following myself since I started. So that gives credence to YouTube does weird stuff.
It really does. It's constantly unsubscribing people. Constantly. So yeah, maybe I should go check and see if I'm still subscribed to me. Maybe that's where I lost a couple of subscribers. I think I was subscribed to myself at least twice at one point from 2 other accounts. I should just keep making more accounts and keep resubscribing, let my numbers go up just so I feel better about it.
Imagine doing that. Imagine creating like hundreds and hundreds of accounts.
Oh, you can get a bot for that. Where's Joe at? Joe, did you know you can get a bot and the bot will give you lots of subscribers?
I watched a video about that not too long ago, how YouTube has this huge thing against, I guess there's like paid services or something like that to get subscribers and whatnot, and how they try to fight that. Yeah,
good luck. They're just fighting it because they didn't think of it and they're not getting paid for it.
Right.
That's the only reason, because if they were making money off of it, they wouldn't be fighting it. And if they are making money off of it, they just said that so you think they're fighting it. But I really doubt that they care. I really doubt that they care. So
I wouldn't do it because it's not, what is it, organic. And it might be subscribers that probably won't even watch your content. It bloats your numbers.
Yeah. It does. And from a monetization point of view, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It matters how many views you have.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about the subscriber count too much. Yeah, apparently for the size of my channel, I get above average watch hours and views on my videos. Above average by about 10%, something like that, 10 to 20%, somewhere in there.
I was told that a while back too. If you can get 10% views on, let's say if you have 2,000 subscribers, you can get 200 views per video, you're doing pretty well for YouTube.
Yeah, I'm doing way better than that for views. It's just because of my hat. So I can't think of anything else it could be. It's got to be the hat.
Grimm, rewind the gremlins.
Yeah, Hoodow says, remind the gremlins that they can get football cakes and cupcakes half priced in the morning. So any cakes that are shaped like footballs, half price in the morning, everybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that because I don't usually get that kind of thing.
Metal, that makes sense.
North Shore says 10% seems average for him. Yeah, I don't know why I'm above 10%. I don't, but I am.
Maybe you're controversial.
Some days. It's not a maybe. Maybe I just run my mouth and people take it and get offended. And bad Grimm.
Hobo Jesus asked me a question. It says, Gray Man, what got you into prepping? So Hobo Jesus, I'm not sure if you follow my channel, but I have discussed that before, but I will.
I will throw him under the bus there, didn't you?
I will enlighten you, brother. Back in 2005, I live in Florida, and it's a hurricane-prone area. And usually we get missed in my area, but we got hit by 3 hurricanes, basically a week to 2 weeks apart, and everything went to shift, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No power. The grocery stores were empty. There was no gas. National Guard was out there handing out MREs. It was chaotic, and that snapped me into basically the prepper life and things that I may need to do to make sure. Because I was also a single father with three kids at the time, 3 toddlers. So everything kind of hit me at one time, and I was like, "Whoa, I am unprepared," and started researching more things.
That'll do it. Not So Remote Alaska says, I have almost the same hat and it's not helped him. Yeah, everybody go subscribe to Not So Remote Alaska. I got to go see this hat now. Somebody give me that link. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Not So Remote. I'm pretty sure that I am.
I don't think I am.
I found him, I think, through North Shore. Not So Remote.
I found it.
Way faster than me. Yep, I'm subscribed.
I am now. I got to see this hat. Do you wear this hat in the video?
Oh,
Which
there
video?
it is.
Oh, yeah, there's the hat.
Yeah.
It's close, but not quite. See, the problem is my hat's prettier. I'm in a mood today. I haven't had enough sleep, and I drank some espresso before this live stream.
Yes, Be Charming. You're correct.
How do you know Be Charming is correct?
She asked me a question in chat.
Oh, well, you guys just take it over. You know? I'm just good here. You guys got this. Tell your wife that you're running the chat now, and it's going to be a couple more hours before you can go eat.
You know, Papa Pepper had it made the other night. He had his wife next to him reading all the chats so that she could keep track of what was going on. It's nice to have a little assistant like that.
Yeah, well, she's sitting on the bucket next to you.
Yeah, no, she's been doing it this time.
Oh, this time. That's just because she's tired of waiting.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give this one 3 minutes. We'll call it an hour and 50 minutes for this insanity. Oh, I do want to thank everybody who has been here this entire time for avoiding and boycotting ignorant and stupid sporting events, because that's the way it should be. It really should be. These things are just ridiculous. Such a waste of space, money, time, and effort, and resources. Because you got to just imagine what the electric bill is in one of these places after dark. I mean, just imagine. That's got to be running tens of thousands an hour, probably an hour.
Huh. One of your mods are in the same area that I'm in.
Which one?
JT.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's weird how sometimes it's such a small world.
Sometimes.
I was going to say, you know what?
Got some questions? Throw it up in all caps.
It'd have been funny to see Biden throw out the ball for like the Super Bowl. You know, that old.
I don't think Biden can throw anything right at the moment. If they fall over, they'd have to catch him. Biden needs prayers so that he gains his right mind and stops just signing everything. Because I don't think anybody in their right mind would just do that. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. I talked about that today on my little video I put out this morning, or not even this morning, this afternoon, whenever the hell it came out. He just keeps on just signing away.
You're welcome, Not So Remote Alaska. Everybody go subscribe to Not So Remote Alaska. Oh, that's right. I was going to post that link. I knew I was forgetting to do something. There we go. Copy.
Wow.
Paste. There's the link to Not So Remote Alaska. Go over there, give a sub. Make sure you flood the chat with gremlins. Flood the chat. And it says the last time you put out a video was 4 days ago. We're going to have to upgrade. Get a video out there so we can flood your chat.
Yeah.
I demand. I don't really demand, but yeah, that would be awesome. I do demand. We're just going to keep it. I demand.
Oh, man.
All right. Hutch is taking his wrench and going home. I could make so many comments about what you're going to do with that wrench right now, but I'm not going to. I've already lost enough subscribers for this live stream.
Holy cow, man. I'm looking at chat and there's so many people in my area. I had no clue.
Yeah. There's a lot of preppers in Florida. You know why, right? You know why there's so many preppers in Florida?
Sunshine?
Hurricanes.
Ah, true. Yeah, that makes, yeah, you're right. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Botox Biden would have to sniff somebody's hair before he throws the football. No doubt. Probably. That's what the cheerleaders are for. Remember, if Biden comes for your guns, give him the toaster. He won't know the difference. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he's coming personally. Unfortunately.
Yeah, agreed.
Alternate comms frequencies, UHF and VHF. Pretty much all the comms are on UHF and VHF. You can go lower bands and higher bands. CB is one of the bands on UHF. I think I can't remember if it's UHF or VHF really. Shortwave is going to be alternate comm frequencies. Shortwave radio. Nobody uses shortwave anymore. Well, there's still some, but not many.
I was watching, I don't even know if it was a prepper channel or something. Someone was saying something about comms. I'm like, oh, you don't need to worry about comms. They're all controlled by the government. They'll shut them all down.
They could. I mean, that's not that hard to do from a government standpoint with the satellites they have floating around us. It's not conspiracy talk, but they really can jam all the frequencies all at once. Learn smoke signals. There
was one channel that you can buy cell phone jammers and all kinds of weird stuff on Amazon.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a GPS jammer. I keep it in my car.
Nice.
I got it from eBay though, not Amazon.
I just didn't even know you can buy just random stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you got to look up the legality of it if you care about such things. I don't. I really don't.
The reason they were bringing it up, and it was a prepping channel or a survival channel. And the reason they were bringing it up is they were saying something about people who have security in their homes, you know, like the wireless stuff, and people could just blank out your entire security and you would have no clue.
Oh yeah. I mean, literally they could, now I don't know if the technology is that precise, but I'm pretty sure it is, that they could just localize an EMP in your area and just wipe out all of your electronic devices in one shot before they decide to bust in. Why would they though? That would be a waste of resources. I mean, I'm not that much of a threat for me to be worried about that.
Right. Agreed.
I'm more worried about the crazy people in the grocery store when I don't wear a mask.
It's funny to say that. When I was on the phone with Jason when he called me one day, and matter of fact, you tried to call me that same day, and that's when I was on the phone with Jason, and I was in the grocery store, and he was like, "Are you shopping?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't have a mask on. People give me funny looks too, but
They really give you funny looks when you're shopping and you're talking on the phone and you have an earbud in and they can't see it because they're standing over there. So you don't have a mask on and you're having a full-on conversation. People leave you alone. Just an advice right there. I mean, they will really leave you alone.
Oh, just so you know, Grimm, I took the hit, man. I ordered it should be here tomorrow. That gimbal that you have, I ordered the new one that they have, whatever. It has like a magnetic mount where it'll just go click right to the gimbal. I was like, awesome.
Yeah, that's why I have metal plates on the back of my outer box.
Matter of fact,
I use magnet mounts.
I think we had the same exact plate on there.
Looks like it. What's that brand? Yeah, same brand, same plate. Awesome.
Great minds think alike.
All right. Good night, full of hope. Greg's going to try that at his local Walmart. Hey, make a video of that, would you, Greg? I just want to see the looks you get.
Please.
I don't go into Walmart, or I would.
I try to avoid it at all costs.
But yeah, I'm shutting down this live stream. I got things I need to do that include sleeping and eating, and pretty much that's about it. So I hope everybody has a good night. Gray man, thanks for being here. Greg, I see you in the chat. Thank you for being here as well.
Thanks for having me, Grimm. Always.
JT, North Shore, and all the mods, thank you for being mods. I really do appreciate that, except for you, Hutch. That was just a fluke. I appreciate Hutch too. He's an awesome dude. Go subscribe to Hutch Homestead if you haven't done so already. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a very good evening. Shalom. God bless. Don't watch the Super Bowl. And I'll see you next